the only place to hear cheaters get busted. This is the Dave Ryan Show's War of the Roses, 101.3 KDWB.
Season premiere of War of the Roses. Now, I'm going to start off by, here comes a spoiler. She already knows that he cheated.
Like in the past?
In the past.
Or is this is kind of recent, though?
I'm going to let her tell you the story. Carrie is on the phone. Carrie, they're not married, but she is with a guy named Chris. And so it starts off, did the text message come first that you saw, or did the cheating, or what? How did this happen, Carrie? What happened?
Well, I was going through his phone and I find out a text that said, I got your on my shirt.
Okay. Wow. Right to it.
Yeah.
Right to it.
So you find a text message that he had sent to an initial, not a name, which is a red flag right there because, you know, if it's like, yeah. So what did the text message say again?
I got your on my shirt.
Okay. Well,
okay.
Left evidence behind then, looks like.
I wonder why he would say that unless it's like to be funny or something. So you see this and right away you know you got to say something. So what happened then?
I was in shock. I was in disbelief. I was like, what's going on? I actually confronted him. I asked him.
And what did he say? I mean, this is where he didn't deny it.
No, he actually said that he slept with her for revenge. Actually, the person is married to someone that he had issues in the past. The husband stole money from my significant other. And, he was upset, so he got it for revenge.
So, wait, okay.
How much money did he steal? I mean, how did that come about? Were they like, I don't know, working a deal, or did he borrow it, or what happened? How much money went missing?
He stole about $5,000.
Oh, God, that is a lot of money.
And so he flat out stole it. I mean, he didn't just borrow it, never pay it back. Do you know the details of, I mean, maybe you don't want to share the details, but...
No, I'm going to keep that private, but
okay.
I do know that for a fact it was stolen.
So your boyfriend, Chris, says that he slept with, what was her name?
Angie.
He says he slept with Angie to get revenge on husband.
That he hates.
Right.
That he hates.
Because that guy stole money from him.
But here's the problem I have with that.
Revenge.
Here's the problem I have with that. How do you let him know? Do you send a picture of you together? Do you send a text and said, hey,
maybe it's
I
just
slept
knowing.
with your wife?
Maybe it's just knowing.
What did he say? Did he tell the the husband? Or is it just a matter of he just knew, or did you guys discuss this?
I think that she actually blurts everything when she's upset, and I'm pretty sure that if they ever have a confrontation or a fight, she's going to tell her husband.
Okay, so he's just banking on it coming out eventually. He's in it for the long game.
Wow, but then, okay, well, I'm glad they don't have anything to do with each other anymore. I mean, Chris and the husband, they're not friends.
But
no, they're not.
But this took place, the revenge sex, while you two were dating.
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm.
And did you forgive him?
Well, I just want to make sure that he has no feelings for Angie.
Okay.
And, if that's the case, then I will forgive him. I do understand.
Wow.
So you do understand if he's not still seeing Angie?
I will understand that he slept with her for revenge, and that's it.
Okay,
and I will forgive him if that's the case.
I'm like, you're a stronger or more secure person than I think a lot of people listening would be. Well, or maybe they'll think you're insane. I'm not sure.
Well, what about anybody who might agree with her? What about anybody who's like, you know what? I also hate that guy. This guy's a con artist. He's a thief. He stole $5,000. I don't like what you did, but I'm glad you did something. I don't know. I'm just trying to justify what she might be thinking. What do you think? This is the part where we take phone calls from you and tell me, is Carrie crazy? Is Chris a jerk? Have you ever had revenge sex before? I know somebody one time who didn't like a guy, and so he did have sex with the guy's girlfriend and then sent him a note. This is back before text messages.
Okay.
I don't know if he left it on his windshield or what.
Oh, my God.
But that was 30 years ago. I don't remember all the details. Okay, so call me right now or text me. Phone number is 651-989-KDWB, or text. Our short code is 53921. It spells KDWB1. And let us know, is Carrie crazy for forgiving him? Or maybe you feel that there's some justification there. Or maybe you feel like I don't know. Maybe you could have taken him to court or something. I don't know. We'll be back with part 2 of War of the Roses and your calls and texts coming up next on KDWB. Back for War of the Roses on KDWB. We're looking for text messages and phone calls. And what do you think? Here's a text message. She's insane, plain and simple. So another one, she's crazy at best to use a woman as a prop in some sort of a comeback. And another one, just to clarify, did her boyfriend send the nasty text to Angie?
Yes.
Or initials that she thinks is Angie, or is a new girl? I'm assuming the text message was way more recent than the revenge sex.
My understanding from Carrie was that it was to the letter A for Angie.
Another text message says the boyfriend first is dumb enough to get money stolen. Then he thinks it's okay to have sex with another girl for revenge. He is just plain stupid.
Someone thinks that Carrie might have also done a little cheating in the past.
Why do they think so? Do they get reason why?
Yeah, they did, because of how quickly she's able to forgive him for having revenge sex. They feel like maybe she's done some cheating in the past.
Let me see what Anne-Marie thinks in Gray Cloud Island Township. Hi, Anne-Marie.
Hey.
What do you think's going on here?
I think she's being gaslit and manipulated. There are plenty of other creative things she could have done to get revenge. Plenty. And I don't think betraying her trust and their relationship is the way to go.
So you think that he didn't sleep with Angie for revenge. He slept with her because he just was going to anyway.
Because he wanted to. Absolutely.
What do you think about this text? It says someone texted and said he probably supports her, which is why she's going to forgive him. What do you think about that?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I wonder if I bet that happens a lot. I know a lot of people don't leave bad relationships or bad marriages because they can't afford to do it on their own. So whether you're living with an alcoholic or somebody who's got a gambling problem or whatever, sometimes you'll stay together because you can't afford to leave on your own. And that's really, really hard. Matt from Monticello. So she basically found out that her boyfriend slept with his ex-business partner or some friend's, whatever, wife to get revenge on him for stealing money from him. What do you think?
Oh, I love War of the Roses, and God, I'm so glad it's back.
Thank you.
But this took me to another level. It drove me absolutely insane because, number one, she's giving him a pass. If she even forgives him for coming up with that elaborate excuse of it as revenge, then he's going to continue to get revenge every single time somebody does him wrong. She is opening the door for him to continue to do this. Number two, she's nuts for even forgiving him. He cheated. Whether it's for revenge, whether or not he lost $5,000 or not, he cheated on her. She needs to move on and find somebody else.
So you're saying in every case where there's cheating, you absolutely should end the relationship?
If you're cheating, then you're not in love with the person and you shouldn't even be with them in the first place.
Okay.
Someone said, why would he text the woman if it was just revenge? Someone else said, anyone who can accept someone cheating out of revenge is a settler and probably can't get better. That's just my opinion, though.
That's a good point. If you're okay with someone doing revenge, then that's someone that's got, issues.
Brenna, last word before we make the phone call to find out who he sends the roses to from Elk River. What do you think? She wants to forgive him. Is she sane?
I think she's definitely insane. If he had planned to get revenge on her this entire time, he would have told her. He would have told her, I'm going to sleep with this person. Don't worry about it, though, because I'm just going to get revenge, and it's not a big deal.
Okay, but what if she said, no, you're not going to sleep with her? Then he would have had to come up with another idea for revenge.
Then come up with another idea for revenge rather than sleeping with somebody to try to get back at him.
Okay, good point, because a lot of ideas for revenge are illegal or dangerous.
True.
So if you're going to, go smash their window on their car,
Can't do that.
That sounds great until you get caught on security camera, and then you have to pay for it.
Yep.
Or if you're going to, I knew somebody who got revenge on their boyfriend by vomiting on the windshield of his car.
That's gross.
That was gross, but she got a big kick out of it.
And that, I would say, probably couldn't trace that back to you, I guess. If you could, I don't even know what kind of trouble you would get into for that.
I'm sure if they were caught, then probably. Well, let's make the phone call to find out who he's going to send the roses to on War of the Roses, which we do every Thursday at 7:35 on KDWB.
Chris, that was the entire survey. So just a few questions. We want to thank you for taking the time today. And our way of saying thank you is getting you the dozen long-stem romantic roses that we promised in the beginning. So what we do is we get a name and address from you, of course, for the recipient, and we'll send those out this week. Who would you like to send the roses to?
Yeah, I'll be sending those roses to my girlfriend. Her name is Carrie. That's with an E.
Okay. What was the last name? Perfect. And you can attach a card if you want. That's up to you.
Yeah, sure.
Cool. What do you want that to say?
Love you, Twinkle.
Okay, perfect.
Didn't see that coming. We always are curious what the cards are going to say.
Yeah,
the cards are sometimes one of the
name.
best part.
Cute.
Hello?
Hey, Chris, kind of a different twist here in the whole plot line. We were testing you, Chris, with the encouragement of your girlfriend, Carrie, to see if you won free roses, if you would send them to Carrie or somebody else. And you did the right thing.
Yeah.
You sent them to Carrie.
Well, what?
Carrie's on the phone right now. So this is Dave Ryan over at KDWB Radio. And Carrie called us and she said, hey, we've had some issues with Chris in the past. And she told us about the whole Angie thing and the text message and all that. And so she said, I'm still wondering and it's bothering me. Is he seeing Angie? Was he being legit about the whole revenge thing? And so she called and said, will you call Chris and see who he'll send roses to? Hoping that you would send them to her. And you did.
Well, yeah. I mean, she's my girlfriend and I love her. And she knows what was up with the Angie thing. Like, that wasn't...
Now, let me hear... Now, I want to tell you this one. That Carrie, say hi, because I want him to know this is legit, that you really are on the phone. Say hi, Carrie.
Hi, baby.
Hey.
So she told
on the
us...
radio.
She told us about the text message that she found, and then she said, well, who is this A? And obviously you told her the truth, as far as we know, about why you hooked up with Angie. Just to see if your stories match, why did you hook up with Angie in the first place?
Well, I mean, I did it to get back. I did it to get back at Steve.
Because why?
Who was her husband?
Who was her husband, and what did he do?
Yeah. Well, I mean, guy's a bit of a douche, but in addition to that, he stole a lot of money off of me, and he's been a real douche about it, and figured he needed a little comeuppance, and I know that
Oh my God.
his wife is not necessarily too happy with him, and so I've made my own little revenge.
See, I wonder if that'll
God.
backfire at all. You know what
Well,
I mean?
not so far. I mean, he's already taken the money from him, and his girlfriend clearly just doesn't care. So
It's not that I don't care.
okay, well, that's good.
Well, I was going to ask you next, Carrie. I mean, how do you feel about this? Because I got to tell you, the people said this is really odd that you kind of blow it off and are understanding about it.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, we're almost on 2020, so the reality is that if there's no feelings involved, I mean, there's really no reason for me to be, upset or break a relationship that is actually so great. I mean, I do get his point. I am willing to forgive him. I have no problem with that. I just want to make sure that there's no feelings involved.
Okay.
That's all.
Well, according to him, there aren't, and he sent the flowers to you, Twinkle. So,
Well, I believe him, and it makes me really happy. I'm sorry, babe, but I just needed to make this, I guess for my own sanity. It was just something, women sometimes get insecure, and
yeah.
Well, he gave you good reason to be insecure. He
yes.
got naked with another woman and had sex.
Chris is going to be like, shut up, you two. You're trying to make it worse.
Can I ask a question, Chris? You don't have to answer me because it's none of my business. Was it one time or multiple times?
I'm 100% honest with Carrie, and she knows it was one time.
Okay.
You see, that's the
And
reason
there
why I
were no
forgive him. I
feelings
mean, that's
involved.
really, you see,
And you're the only one I care about.
baby, I love you so much. Thank you.
I love you too, Twinkle.
That was Dave Ryan's War of the Roses on 101.3 KDWB.
Text messages, a little response to War of the Roses. Therapist here. It's not as simple as people say. It doesn't make you crazy for staying or forgiving. Different strokes for different folks, as I always say. I think that's probably true. I know a lot of couples who have dealt with cheating, and it doesn't always mean, well, you know what? We're going to end the whole thing right now. Other people like, oh, nope, you cheated. I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
You're out today.
This one is like that. I caught my girlfriend and my BF, I'm guessing best friend, hook it up. I moved out that night. I came back to get stuff when they weren't home. I took a half a gallon of milk out of the fridge. I brought it to the bedroom. I lifted the mattress and dumped the whole thing on the box spring.
Oh, which is awful because you wouldn't know it's there at first.
Nope.
And then if you ever pour milk in the sink and don't rinse it down, and then a few days later you go in there, you wipe up milk, and then you leave the towel on top of the sink, and a day later it's like, oh, God, it stinks in here.
Also, everyone thinks that the money situation is a drug situation, like everyone.
That's the first thing I thought.
Yeah.
I don't know, but $5,000 disappearing sounded like a drug deal. Another one, dumb text message. I'm literally banging my head against my steering wheel. These two deserve each other.
Oh, well, then that's good then.
Yeah,
I mean, if you think they deserve
together,
each other, then I'm happy that you helped them find love.
Somebody else, a text message says, oh my God, I love this episode. To be honest, if somebody robbed my boyfriend for $5,000 and actually talked to me first, I'd say, let's get her drunk and three-way the video and send it to her husband. Whoa.
Okay.
Okay.